and awesome things you can do with your teens and your kids aboard a Carnival cruise ship. Let's get to it!
Yay!
Most of the activities are included in the cruise price, but for anything that has an additional cost, I will be using a green $ icon to indicate that. One of the most fun ways to beat the heat on a cruise ship is to go to the Waterworks, which is their onboard water park. Typically, most ships include a couple of water slides. Some include water slides that involve tubes, and others are just body slides. That's my husband right there going down the Twister slide. Everybody in my family except for my son, who was too little, went on this ride. My girls actually went on it probably 24 times. They really loved it.
The Twister was my favorite water slide.
Here's me and my son having some fun in the splash zone. Most waterworks have little splash areas that children can run around in. There's a lot of activities for young kids and the older kids to enjoy.
I had so much fun on mini racers.
My son went on this probably 50 times that day. On most ships, there are at least 2 pools and hot tubs. Here's my family taking a dip into the aft pool. Each ship has a different configuration of waterworks area. One of our tips is to go here during a port day when everybody else is off the ship, so you don't have to wait in line to ride the water slides. You'll be able to do it over and over and over again. And here's my husband going down a drain pipe. This is a pretty short water slide, but at the end you keep going around like a funnel. Kids are allowed to ride this, but their body does not propel them around the funnel very well. On most ships, there is a sports square that has a lot of activities that you can do, including a ropes course, beanbag toss, pool tables, ping pong tables, foosball tables, and of course, mini golf.
Watch my ball go in.
On the ropes course, there is a height and weight restriction, and you do need to wear closed-toed shoes. I am afraid of heights, so I did not do the ropes course. So me and my son actually sat down and just watched. At each step of the ropes course, there are various levels of difficulty.
The ropes course was scary, but I was brave.
The sports court also has a basketball court that converts into volleyball, pickleball, and sometimes it's even used for soccer. This sports square actually had a clubhouse that was air conditioned. It was a really nice break to get out of the sun. They had something called Sky Bowl, which I assume is like bowling, but unfortunately it was turned off during our cruise. There's also a fun game called Sky Billiards, which is kind of like playing pool and soccer at the same time. Coming soon to a few cruise ships is a Bolt Ultimate Sea Coaster. You actually get to control the speed on the Bolt. I am not interested in it, but my kids are.
I am definitely riding that.
This is a sky ride. It's almost like an aerial bicycle that's kind of like a zip line. You do get some great views from that height, but of course I'm afraid of heights, so this is not for me, but once again, you get to control the speed of this. A Sky Zone is coming to the Panorama. It'll be the first trampoline park at sea. Has a lot of fun activities, and they are going to dedicate a few hours to having toddlers in there. Camp Ocean is one of the most fun things my kids love to do on every cruise. Camp Ocean has various age groups, so they can have age-appropriate activities for the kids. They do everything from playing games to playing video games, doing arts and crafts, watching movies, having dance parties. They just have a lot of fun there. One tip I have is to go check out Camp Ocean on the first day of the cruise as everybody is boarding, because then you'll get a chance to explore the areas, your kids will get acclimated to it, and you'll also get to enroll in the programming. Camp Ocean is free for children who are ages 2 through 17. There's a lot of different programming going on throughout the day, so if you check your schedule, you'll see when different activities happen and you'll know when to drop your kids off so they don't miss certain things that they're interested in. For an additional fee, you can actually keep your kids here until 1. This programming from 10 to 1 is called Night Owls, and it gives you a little time to go out if you want to go to a dance club or go out to a comedy show or just relax without children. So the 3 different age groups are penguins, which are 2 to 5-year-olds, stingrays, which are 6 to 8-year-olds, and sharks, which are 9 to 11-year-olds. They are all part of Camp Ocean. For older kids, there is something called Circle C. It's 12 to 14-year-olds. They have a really cool lounge and have dance parties, games, and they also go around a ship doing different things with each other. There's also a Club O2 for those older teenagers that are 15 to 17 years old. And if you're not sure if your teenager will like this, trust me, they will. Every day that we walked by, there was always a group of teenagers waiting for it to open up. So apparently they were really excited. Those 6-month-olds to 1-year-olds are in the turtles, and there is an additional fee for that. There are a lot of Dr. Seuss activities on Carnival cruise ships. And so one of the things that is a fan favorite is green eggs and ham breakfast. There's a lot of bright colors and patterns decorating your table, a lot of wacky foods that are colorful, as well as some characters from Dr. Seuss books. There's also the Dr. Seuss Bookville, which is a library dedicated to Dr. Seuss books only. And as you can imagine, it is quite colorful. There is also a Seuss-a-Palooza parade where kids get to follow Dr. Seuss characters from one end of the ship to the other end of the ship. And usually we're making a lot of noise on the way and getting a lot of attention. The parade ends up at the show lounge where there is a Seuss-a-Palooza story time. It's very fun and interactive story time where they're going to read one Dr. Seuss book and they're going to have some characters as well as bringing the audience on stage to act out some of the scenes of the books. We heard Horton Hears a Who, which was really fun. I would recommend this for younger children, so maybe toddlers and possibly up to age 6 years old. The older kids, I don't think will really enjoy this as much as the younger kids do. On a couple of ships, there is actually something called the Multiplex, which includes a Thrill Theater and an IMAX theater. The Thrill Theater is a 4D immersive theater experience where your seats move, wind blows at you, water gets splashed at you. It's just a fun experience. There's also the IMAX theater, which has current blockbuster hits as well as recent hits. And as well, you can catch a movie while you're out on the Lido deck or inside the pool. This is called a dive-in movies. If your kids love to dance like mine do, there are plenty of opportunities for them to do it. Whether it's taking a dance class like this one, or taking a dance class out on the Lido deck. My youngest children actually love dancing to the live bands.
We love dancing.
For older kids, they may actually enjoy the playlist production shows. My older girls who are 8 and 9 years old love to see all the costume changes and hear the singing and see the dancing. There's also some live family game shows like Family Feud and Simon Flash and Monopoly. Older kids are the only ones who are allowed on stage to play these kinds of games. There is an arcade on every cruise ship, and it is open 24 hours a day, so you can beat the crowds if you go in the middle of the night if you want to. But you can also go on a port day like we did when everybody was off the ship exploring. We were exploring inside of the ship. There are a lot of games going on in the arcade, a lot of what you would expect, as well as a lot of virtual reality games. You did have to swipe your sell and sign card to play the games. This is not included in the price. The games were about $1.50 to $3 each based off of what type of game it was.
That was my favorite one.
And a sweet way to end your day is to check out the Cherry on Top candy store. Kids love it. Here you get to buy candy by the pound. It's actually charged by the quarter pound, which is $3.95. You just get a bag and load up whatever type of candy you want in it.
The candy was delicious.
Thanks so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe because we have plenty more cruise videos like this coming soon.